I remember the day I met Santa like it was yesterday. It was the first week of high school, and I was 15 years old, feeling like a fish out of water. My family had uprooted from our small town to this bustling city because my father got a promotion at his engineering firm. The new school was massive. Corridors that seemed endless, lockers slamming like thunder, and groups of kids who already knew each other from middle school. I was the new girl with frizzy hair, oversized glasses, and a backpack stuffed his notebooks full of doodles. English class was my first period, and the teacher, Mrs. Kapoor, had a strict alphabetical seating chart. That's how I ended up next to Santa Ahmed. She was the kind of girl who turned heads. Long, straight black hair, a confident smile, and an aura of coolness that made her seem untouchable. As I slid into my seat, trying to be invisible, she turned to me with a grin. "Hey, you're new, right? I'm Santa. Evelyn, is it? Cool name. Sounds like a movie star." I blinked, surprised anyone had noticed me. Yeah, thanks. Nice to meet you." My voice was barely above a whisper. By lunchtime, Santa had invited me to sit with her and her friends. "Come on, Evelyn, don't eat alone. That's boring." Her friends were a mix: bubbly Priya, sporty Raj, and quiet but funny Aisha. But it was Santa who made me feel included. We talked about everything. Our favorite songs, we both loved Taylor Swift back then, the latest Bollywood gossip, and how annoying homework was. She shared that her parents were divorced and she lived with her mom in a cozy apartment nearby. I opened up about my little sister Mia, who was only 8 and had just been diagnosed with mild asthma, which worried me a lot. That afternoon after school, Santa walked with me to the bus stop. "You know, Evelyn, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime." And just like that, a friendship was born. Over the next few months, our bond deepened. Weekends were spent at her place or mine. We'd bake chocolate chip cookies. Hers always turned out perfect, mine a gooey mess. Watch rom-coms until midnight and share secrets under the covers. I told her about my crush on Arian from the soccer team, how his smile made my heart race. She confessed her dream of becoming a fashion designer, sketching outfits in her notebook just like I did with my random drawings. Santa was my rock during tough times. When my parents argued about money, Dad's job was stressful and Mom wanted to go back to work, I'd text Santa and she'd call immediately. "Hey, Ev, it's okay. Families fight. Come over if you need to." And I did. Her mom, Aunt Fatima, welcomed me like family, serving hot samosas and tea. By the end of freshman year, we were inseparable. We joined the art club together, where my graphic design skills started to shine, and Santa's charisma made her the group's leader. Teachers paired us for projects, knowing we'd deliver. "Evelyn and Santa, the dynamic duo," they'd say. But even then, there were tiny hints of imbalance. Santa loved being the center of attention. If I got praise for a drawing, she'd quickly share one of hers. "See, Evelyn inspired me." It felt complimentary at first, but later I'd wonder. Still, I pushed those thoughts away. Friendship isn't perfect, right? Little did I know, those roots would grow into something tangled and painful. As we entered sophomore year, our friendship hit its peak. We were 16, full of energy, and high school felt like our kingdom. Sana and I signed up for the school play. She got the lead role, of course, and I designed the posters and sets. It was thrilling. Rehearsals until late, inside jokes with the cast, and that rush of opening night. One memory stands out: the school dance. I was nervous, no date, awkward in my thrift store dress. Sana, stunning in a sparkly gown her mom bought, linked arms with me. "Ev, we're going together. Who needs boys?" We danced all night, laughing until our sides hurt. Later, when Aryan asked me to dance, Sana cheered from the sidelines. "Go get him, girl!" But cracks began to show. Sana started dating Rohan, a senior, and our hangouts decreased. I'd wait for her texts, but she'd cancel plans. "Sorry, Ev, Rohan wants to go to the mall." I understood, first love and all, but it hurt. When they broke up after 3 months, I was there with ice cream and hugs. "He's an idiot, Sana. You're amazing." Money became an issue, too. Sana's family wasn't wealthy. Her mom worked as a nurse. I'd learned her small amounts for lunch or movies. "I'll pay you back, promise." She usually did, but sometimes forgot. I never pressed. That's what friends do. Junior year brought more challenges. I focused on academics, aiming for a scholarship in graphic design. Sana partied more, grades slipping. Evelyn, loosen up. Life's not all books. We'd argue, but make up quickly. One incident lingers, the art contest. I entered a digital portrait I'd worked on for weeks. Sana submitted something similar, inspired by mine, she said. She won second place. I got honorable mention. See, Ev, we both did great. But it felt off. Was she copying? I dismissed it as paranoia. By senior year, we were planning college. I got into a local university for design. Sana chose business at the same school. Roommates forever, we cheered. Graduation was bittersweet. Hugs, tears, promises to stay close. But deep down, I sensed shifts. Sana's envy of my scholarship, her borrowing more frequently. Still, trust was intact. Or so I thought. College was a whirlwind. At 18, Sana and I moved into a cramped dorm room. Bunk beds, posters on walls, instant noodles for dinner. It was freedom. No curfews, new friends, endless possibilities. I threw myself into classes, loving digital art and software like Photoshop. Sana struggled with business math, but excelled in marketing. We'd study together, me helping her with numbers, her boosting my confidence for presentations. Socially, we thrived. Parties, study groups, road trips. Sana dated casually. I had my first boyfriend, Vikram, a quiet engineering student. Ev, he's perfect for you, Sana said. When we broke up amicably, she was my shoulder to cry on. But the borrowing escalated. Ev, can I have $50 for textbooks? Mom's short this month. I'd transfer it via app. Repayments were sporadic. Next week, I swear. I started tracking in a notebook, but felt guilty. Friends don't keep score. Jealousy crept in. My freelance gigs picked up. Logos for campus clubs, paying $100 each. Sana's attempts flopped. How do you do it, Ev? Teach me. I did, shared tips, and even let her use my portfolio as reference. Thanks, you're the best. One night, after a fight with her mom, Sana crashed emotionally. She says I'm wasting my life. I held her, promising we'd succeed together. That vulnerability strengthened us. Or masked the issues. By sophomore year, we upgraded to an off-campus apartment. Cozy, but bills piled up. I worked at a cafe, Sana part-timed at a boutique. Life was busy, but fun. Until the red flags waved harder. Junior year, I was 20, and my business idea bloomed. Evelyn's Designs. I created a website, marketed on social media. Sana helped, posting, suggesting ideas. I shared everything. Client emails, design files, strategies. Signs intensified. Sana launched her own side hustle, Sana Styles, selling custom tees. Inspired by you, Ev, but her designs mimicked mine closely. Clients confused us. No biggie, she laughed. Then the big gig. A startup wanted branding, $500 payout. I prepped for weeks. Days before pitch, Sana was secretive, on her laptop constantly. The bombshell. The client emailed, going with Sana Creatives, similar but cheaper. I searched. Her new site, my designs tweaked, my clients contacted. Confrontation was explosive. Sana, you stole my work. Steal? It's business, Evelyn. You shared, I improved. I felt gutted. Years of trust evaporated. I moved out that night, crashing with a classmate. Blocked her everywhere. The pain was raw. Betrayal from my sister. Post-betrayal, I spiraled. Sleepless nights, questioning everything. Was our friendship fake? Flashbacks haunted me. Shared secrets, laughs, support. How could she? Financially strained, I lost clients. Rebuilt slowly. Emotionally, I withdrew. Therapy helped. Betrayal trauma, the counselor said. I journaled, cried, raged. Family supported. Mom's hugs, Dad's advice, Mia's drawings. New friends emerged from classes, genuine ones. Months later, I heard Sana's business failed. Bad reviews for unoriginal work. Karma? Maybe. I focused on growth, trademarked designs, networked independently. Healing wasn't linear. Some days anger, others sadness, but I emerged stronger, valuing self-trust. Now, at 25, I'm thriving. Evelyn's Designs is a full business with employees and big clients. My channel, Evelyn's Stupid Life, shares these stories to help others. Sana? No contact. Rumors say she's in sales, single. I forgive, but don't forget. Lessons. Trust earned, not given. Boundaries matter. True friends uplift, not undermine. If this resonates, comment below. Subscribe for more. Remember, from heartbreak comes strength. Thanks for joining my journey.